Uh, Mine is. I think I can see myself in the mixer.
Um, Hello? There we go. I got it. So now I should be good. If you, I mean, it would be good if you could double check it on
Yeah,
Twitch.
I'll open it.
But yeah, hello. I don't think that first bit was recorded. We're
Yeah,
just
you're
gonna
good.
be trying to take our third person controller that we already, be working on all this time, and we're just gonna try to convert it to a first person system a little bit. So I just made a duplicate of the player and then hid the old one. And we're trying to move all the logic into this one instead now. Um, it shouldn't be too difficult, but I think at first it'll be a lot of just small little tweaks, but as we go on, it'll become, like modeling hands and first person animations and stuff like that. Because I am planning on making a first person game for my class project. So I'm going to need to know how to do that for sure. But also, I mean, it's just something we need to know in general. It's not like all our games are going to be third person. We also kind of ditched the nav mesh thing for now, which is fine. We'll come back to it. Like I said, I mean, it's been a week since we did that. So on my own time, I did set up the nav mesh. I could go up here real quick. I cleaned up the mall map a little bit. I just like filled in some of the holes and stuff like that. And you could see I did set up the nav mesh here, and it's got all the jumping points so they could jump off the top level. Um, and I don't think there's any gaps. They should be able to navigate everywhere. I just haven't gotten to the point where I actually added agents in yet. I've just been busy with other stuff. So, yeah, we're just going to detour a little bit, work on some first person stuff. I could
Oh,
show
I never
this.
told you my idea about the bear.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to start that from the top for the stream?
Yeah.
But hold on, real quick.
So,
I just want to show.
yeah,
Why is it still
we'll
so
save that.
laggy?
I just remembered. I
Um,
don't know where I stopped.
Part of the idea for the game I'm going to make for my school project is having like parallel worlds you can shift between, like two versions of the same world. So just today I worked on this mechanic where you could see like I'm in this colorful world and there's like a gap in the bridge, but if I hit R, I just pop over to like a gray version where the bridge is sealed. I could go over here and like there's no stairs, and then I switch. Now there's stairs. I go up them. So the idea is you kind of build a puzzle, like build puzzles around that whole deal. Like switching between parallel worlds. So it's gonna be like a puzzle platformer kind of thing, and it's gonna be first person. So, now that I've worked on the world shifting thing, it'd be a lot better for just overall production if I have a first person controller that I'm comfortable with for playtesting. But yeah, I'm good. That's basically all I have to show. I haven't been working on a lot of
Nice.
game dev stuff.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's been sort of a week off,
Yeah,
which has been nice.
but the bear.
Yeah, I had a dream that extended our AI dungeon story. Um,
So what did
we
the AI
had,
dungeon story say originally? It was in the fridge store, right?
yeah, in the fridge store, uh, the fridge owner. This part wasn't. I'm just thinking back at our AI dungeon. I don't really remember too well, but I remember he offers you a beer, and then he's like, "Hey, no one's around. Go ahead." And then you're like, "Thank you," and then you walk out of the store with a big bear.
Like the
He
AI
gives you
forgot what it was supposed to be.
he gives you a bear. It like switches it up at the last second. So it's like a toy bear. And in my head it was, oh right, it was Biggie. He Biggie played a game last night that was similar, I think. Did you have you ever seen a game where a guy it's like a 2D game where I'll just find it. What am I doing? Basically the idea was that in the game you have this like big plush bear that follows you around after that And if you walk up to a trash can, it gives you the option to throw away the bear in the trash can. And if you press yes, it's like you just shove him fully in, and then his head sticks out of the little like slot, and he's like crying, and he stays like that for the rest of the game.
I don't know about this game.
No, no, that was my dream.
Oh, this isn't real.
No,
That is very good.
that's my dream is that you have a big plush bear, but then whenever you have a plush bear and you interact with a trash can, it gives you the option to just throw him away. And it also then infects that trash can with a bear.
And
So
there's no turning back. You can't pull him back out
yeah,
after that.
no, no, you can.
Oh, you can always go back and get him.
Yeah, but he's in the trash can like crying and staring at you the whole time. The
That's so
idea would be
sad.
like once you get the bear, you can't remove him from your game.
So he just
If
bounces
you-
around behind you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sort
I
of
thought
an
you were
infection.
explaining the game still. That was
No,
I
it
a
was
little
purely
confused.
the bouncing behind you thing is from a game that Biggie played last night.
That Biggie play.
Let me see if I can. It was a big section of the Grand Tour. This game.
65 licorice jelly beans.
Is that what it is?
No,
what
it just
it's
said
called?
that on the bottom.
Oh. Oh, we just gave up. Damn it. Where's the. Yeah, like this.
That guy?
Yeah.
And this is a one-off thing? This is like you just find a bear this one time, or is this a recurring thing where like you get little
No, it would
critters
just
following
be
you?
Just one.
Just a
big-
one-off?
One. I guess I'm kind of mad. What the fuck? Oh. I'm kind of thinking of like a thing that's much bigger than you.
Okay.
And it's like, and you also have the option to, like give it a hug or whatever. Like you can also treat it like a bear
Treat it
or
well.
whatever. Yeah, but then you also just have that option to throw it in the trash can. And my dream was the animation of you taking this big blobby bear and like shoving him head first into a trash can, and then his head pops out and he's crying.
That sounds so sad.
But yeah, I like the idea of a toy that works like an infection on the game, where like you can't ever get rid of it once you have it. So it's like a speedrunner thing.
Like they would all avoid that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I think part of the original idea.
Well, I guess
was
does it
that
slow
he
you
was-
down at all?
Yeah, that was part of it. I think was he either slows you down or he's too big for the camera. So he like it just obscures you a lot. But either way,
Okay, so I've converted back to a capsule. I'm gonna fix my jump logic actually. I need to update my moving sphere
weren't you
script.
already a capsule?
Well, collider wise, but not mesh wise.
Oh, yeah.
I just deleted the whole like Julia model from it.
So your logic is slightly different than mine, isn't it?
Well, that's why I'm just gonna undo the changes I did to the jump, and just put
Well,
it
I
back
mean,
to
for
the
a-
default.
For a capsule, did you do anything specific to make the capsule work?
No, not really. I mean, the only thing I changed was the snapping.
Oh, okay.
Slightly changed. It shouldn't be a big deal.
I don't think I ever even checked snapping for mine.
Well, because the problem was the snapping didn't work properly, and I think it's because it was going from like the center point. Whereas I think it was supposed to be the bottom, but because it was a sphere, it was just be like, I think the default was just like half distance or something. I don't know. But basically I had to just make an empty at the character's feet and tell it to use that instead of what it was doing before. Okay, here's jump. Where else is jump called? I'm pretty sure I left it in commented somewhere here. Can you just show me how your jump works? 'Cause it's just like if spacebar desired jump is true or something like that, right?
Yeah, let me get it. Um, where is it? Custom gravity sphere control moving ball.
Because I changed my jump to work based on the animation. That way there was a slight delay. But
Oh yeah.
I don't need that anymore. I mean, especially in first person, like, there's not going to be any animation of a jump, so it should just be instant. And an instant jump feels a lot better in a platformer. So if desired jump, then call jump. But where does desired jump come in?
I think it's just a bool.
Yeah, but where is it flipped? Like, shouldn't it be flipped in response to the player hitting space somewhere? Do you see that?
Oh, probably an update.
'Cause I thought I kept it commented so I could easily just turn it back on, but I may have just deleted it.
Yeah, here. Desired jump is equal, or equal
Can you just send
to
that chunk of code in the Discord real quick?
which chunk?
Just the chunk that changes desired jump based on spacebar, basically.
It's just this one line.
Let me. I got a full screen. Desired jump or equals input. Yeah, I thought. Guess let me find desired climbing. Because I thought mine. I do remember mine being right next to each other like that. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Cool. So now I should be able to just jump whenever I want. The only thing is that is going to fuck up my third person controller. I got to remember that.
Yeah, maybe make a copy of this script as something else.
Oh, I can just jump infinite times. Uh-oh. What have I done?
Do you have this line? If desired jump, then desired jump is false. Then jump.
Yeah, I do have that. Let me just make a duplicate of moving sphere real quick, like you said. And I'm just going to call it first person moving. And then I'll just undo the change I did in moving sphere. Yeah, it really doesn't like when you make a duplicate.
Yeah, you gotta.
Just gotta update this
You have
thing.
to change that name. And sometimes it doesn't change the file name. But I think that's not that big of a problem anymore.
Okay. So now I have moving sphere. I should just remove moving sphere and put FPS. Oh, I gotta save all the copy component.
Oh, someone posted this GIF. They said animated this as practice. Almost looks 3D, and it's a 3D rotation around. I'll show. It's what's her name from Fully Cooley.
That's not 3D.
No,
That's badass.
I feel like I want to use it to model.
Like make a model.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's like okay, you know.
I'm sure it would be fine. I mean, it's not. It's just like, as long as, because at the end of the day, I mean, they're just using someone else's character too, right?
That's true.
It's not like
That's
it's their OC. And I'm assuming are you going to make a model of that character, or are you just going to use
No.
that? Yeah. So I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
The shape is so good though. They got the. I always fuck up at the neck. I always think people don't have like, you know, a hunch or whatever, but everyone does have a tiny hunch.
Yeah, I have a hard time with that too. Because it's like every time I try to put it in there, it just fucking, it looks like crazy. It looks all fucked
Yeah.
up. But if I don't put it, it looks equally weird. There's just like a very subtle line there. I need to just, this is annoying, but I have to just, because they're technically different scripts, I can't just like paste the values. So I have to just copy them all
Flipping,
to be the same.
flipping Streamlabs real quick.
What?
Where you're showing my
Oh,
screen. So
yeah.
I'm not doing anything interesting.
So I just gotta now go back to the capsule and just update all of these to be the same settings, basically. Even though, I mean, they probably shouldn't be exactly the same, but whatever. Radius 5. I do want to become famous. How did you know? Why is chat
I
so
don't.
low down? I guess it's fine.
Wanna become famous?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Should I block them?
No.
Why not?
Because we want that,
Oh, yeah. Yes, give us the bots. Give us the spam.
yeah. That would be amazing, actually, to have like a 1,000-person audience of just
They're
the
all
bots.
bots.
That would be so fun. That it's just like one person. What the fuck is this? Like,
Get out of here, you. Fuck you.
that's how you get real people engaged, is you have like 1,000 bots just spamming and have you just force people to be like, I'm not a bot, I'm not a bot.
That's exactly what a bot would say. This is dumb. This is really not related to what we're supposed to be doing here. Hold on. Oh god, the fucking masks. God damn it. What does probe mask cover? That's just what you interact with?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe it's... No, it's the camera, right?
There's a camera mask. Oh, you're right. Yeah, probe mask. Wait, no, that's on the camera, I think.
Is it?
I don't remember.
I thought probe mask had to do with like projecting from the camera.
You might be right. Okay, at least 2 of them are really easy, so it's not a big deal. So let's do default, transparent, water, UI, stairs, and camera ignore. And then stairs mask is just stairs. Climb mask is default, transparent effects, water, UI, agent, stairs, camera ignore, and then water mask is just water. Okay.
Oh, probe mask is for snap to ground.
Oh, okay. So it is on the camera then?
No. It's technically, it's the thing where it's like we raycast from the body straight down.
Well, that's
from
the.
above
Oh,
it.
okay.
So
I see
it's
what you're
defined
saying.
by body position and then up axis.
But I was saying the obstruction mask is on the camera, and that still is.
Oh, right.
Okay. I guess we'll see if this controls at all. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I can still jump infinite times. I almost forgot about that. Climbing works. Oh. Oh, no, never mind. I know how to fix that. Right there. The physics material. But yeah, I don't know how to fix the jump. We got to work on that. So let's take a peek.
Do you have something like in the serialized field, like in the inspector?
What do you mean?
Like on the script, like what the settings are? Did you just copy them? from the last one, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then what is max jumps?
I have it set to 1.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So then on ground probably needs to be. There's probably something with on ground.
let's get a update thing that just prints on ground. Oh, I also went about making a little hunger bar. I forgot about that. I should remove that for now. Oh, it's actually I made its own script. I forgot. Yeah, I just called it player's stats. I'll just turn that off.
Um, I just remembered that when we do the masks, he does like bit shifted masks where he like does a um what's it called? Actually, I guess that wouldn't make sense. I was thinking maybe the the number of what layer is which makes a difference. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
if we have layer 13 in this project, but I guess it's the same project for you, right?
yeah. I've been in the same project this whole time,
Yeah.
which may not be
Okay.
good practice. I don't know.
It's whatever.
I'm scared of moving. If I move to a different project file, I have to deal with that Visual Studio problem again, and I don't want
Oh yeah.
to. So I'm just like I'm hiding from that basically. Um. Okay, I may have. 1, 2, 3. I forgot I have to update this too. God, I did. I fucked
What is
this up.
that?
Well, it's because on the original version, it's like the child of a child of a child is the feet empty,
Oh.
whereas here it's just the first child. So I gotta update this. So let's get child 0, 1, 2. Parent dot transform to get child 2. Yeah, that should work. So that's just updating the snapping thing, so it uses this empty as the snapping rather than the center. Yeah, I can. Okay, well, on ground is false, and then true. False, true. So on ground isn't the problem. This is kind of nice. Just pummeling through it. Okay. So I call this method. Where is it? God, this fucking thing is so big. I hate how big this script is. I wish it was like we had like a jump script and like etc. Whatever.
I've never seen that thing on the side,
On the left.
on the right, where it shows the whole
Oh
script.
yeah,
That's cool.
it's pretty nice. So yeah, I called this method. Whenever the animation would go, it would just call this method. It would set desired jump equal to true.
Oh.
So that it should be like exactly the same as this, right? Because all it does is, oh well, this is the opposite. This is after it gets called. So it was an update. Yeah, with an update, desired jump becomes true. What does this line mean?
It means it's either it's or. So it's desired jump is desired jump or jump if either is true. So if desired jump is false and then you turn it true with the jump or with the jump button, then it stays true. You press it again. No, actually, then it would loop. That's the thing about this is like that's a loop, but then there's fixed update sets it false, right?
Yeah, well, it becomes true for like one frame and then gets turned false like immediately after it's called, basically. And it
Yeah.
just calls that method. So the problem
I
is probably in the jump then.
Well, what is your? I guess I don't totally get the feet thing still.
I don't think that should matter. I don't think that should change anything. But basically, it's just it's the where the raycast comes from in Snap to Ground. So the first argument of
Oh.
raycast is the origin. So the origin is starting from the bottom of the model rather than the top, I guess, is the idea.
Mhm.
I think in a sphere it didn't matter really. But I remember running into problems where the snapping wasn't really catching, you know? I would run over ramps and just fling off. So I tried this and that fixed it. So I guess I'll throw this guy. Let's see if it actually even worked. I didn't even think about that.
I have kind of a similar setup, I guess, but the the parenting I think is backwards. Where I have the sphere being controlled by a moving sphere, and then I have a capsule as its child, and that is what like the camera deals with.
I think that's what I did.
Didn't you do the?
So first person player is just an empty thing with the moving sphere
Yeah,
on it, and then the capsule is a child of it.
yeah. For me, it's a sphere that rolls around,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But
and then I guess
what's
yeah, it
different
is pretty
parenting
much
wise?
the movement script is on the parent.
Yeah, mine is too.
Oh, so what do you move?
I'm
I guess I
moving.
don't get
It's
that.
nothing, I guess. If there's just nothing there. It's just like an empty.
Oh, okay. Isn't this based on like a rigid body though?
Yeah, I mean it still is a rigid body. Just the rigid body is on the empty thing, and then the collider is on
Oh,
the thing
okay.
beneath it. That's how I've had the other one set up too. I think.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, snapping seems to be working, so I don't think that's a problem. I guess jump state. I should be printing jump state. Let's see if that updates at all. Or jump phase. So it should be well, actually no, it should be 2 by default, and then it should decrease as you jump, right? Or no, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can just keep incrementing it over and over.
Wait, what are you counting?
That's jump phase.
Oh.
So the jump phase just keeps incrementing.
When you hit the ground, does it set back to 0?
Yeah, it does. And then it starts back from scratch again.
So something's not setting the jump phase back to 0, right?
Only check inside of just jump. I haven't looked through that very much yet. Okay. Max air
Oh, there
jumps.
it is. I mean the max air jumps thing, right?
Yeah, if it's greater than 0 and jump phase is less than or equal to max air jumps, then I guess it's just skipping
That's
all
the
of that and
jump.
just doing this, right? Because this is just the
Yeah.
increment.
What does mine have? It's the same?
I don't know.
Yeah. Jump phase. So when does it get set to 0? On ground? On
Or on steep.
For me it's just on steep though.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there like a on ground check they'll set it? Oh yeah, it also gets update state fucks with it too. If steps since last jump are greater than 1.
Oh right.
I bet you
Oh
clear
yeah,
state.
yeah.
Isn't there like a clear state one too?
Hmm.
That probably fucks with it. Hmm. Dang. Okay. It's becoming a bigger problem than I thought. What did I do? God damn it. Wait, do you... Can I see your jump function again? Or your jump method? Yeah, I think that's it. You do have an on ground, don't you?
Oh yeah, you don't. What is that control? Oh, your
Oh.
animation.
Well, no, yeah, this is the... Yeah, this is the... I changed it so that you could do the coyote time thing. So you could jump a
Yeah.
little bit after you go off a ledge. But it's dependent on the animation controller. Does it have that? Does it even have... It doesn't have an animation controller, right?
No.
Why isn't it giving me an error there, though? Shouldn't it have fired off and been like, yo, you're calling something that doesn't exist?
I don't know. Click on it. Click the controller.
Let's see.
Where is it? It's defined. Oh, and you just do get child. That's probably why.
Get child
Is it-
0.
What
So
does
yeah,
that
it's
mean?
it's trying to get an animation controller from right here,
Yeah, but it
and
won't
there
try
isn't
that
one.
until it's running.
Shouldn't it still like? Shouldn't it be like, yo, error? It doesn't
No.
have this component.
I don't think it will if you're setting a if it's null, it'll just set it to null. It won't tell you it's setting it to null.
Okay, okay. So I'm just gonna bring up the logic I did on the animation state controller, and just move that into this, I guess, so I can keep that coyote time because I do like that.
Mhm.
Uh,
Couldn't you just drag animation state controller on and then it'll have all the stuff in there, but it won't actually animate it?
I guess so, but I feel like that might cause some unnecessary like weight.
Probably.
You know, it'd be running a bunch of shit that's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Um, where did I set this? On ground adjusted.
So I've been looking at
Oh god, yeah.
ways. How do you do animations where you do like a death blow, like in Sekiro, where you somersault over the guy as you're stabbing him and rip the sword through his whole body
Mm-hmm.
and have him react the same? And I always, I feel like I kind of got it, um, or like just from a guess. And then when I looked it up, I was like, oh yeah, I guess it is like this simple. You have to have both rigs like in Blender, and you just like you have to make the animation together, and then have both of them play separately still. For some reason, I thought it would make some sort of new empty or something that would just animate the two, like have one rig that has two sets of bones in it. That's kind of what I thought it was going to be, but it's really simple from everything that I've seen. It's purely just like regular animation, but like,
It's good to hear.
yeah.
Where does jump pressed?
But I was trying to think of good examples of that, like death blow type of thing. And I'm trying to I forget what it was, but I found a video on like a really early game that did it. Oh, Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell had it quite a bit. Because you did like stealth kills.
That sounds like that would be fun to work on for sure. I just gotta hold on. I gotta figure this
Yeah,
out.
I know. I'm just.
Is on ground adjusted. So I have to create is on ground adjusted. Still, that has to be a new thing in here. This is a good thing about making this a new script. I could just fuck up stuff. It doesn't matter. Oh, I'm too far up. So it should be bool. Oh, bool. Bool. Fuck, what did I call it? Is on ground ADJ. Right. Okay.
Apparently, you can play the original Splinter Cell on Game Boy Advance. Oh no, they made 2D versions of it. I'm looking at this game now because my dad had this on the original Xbox, and he never let me play it. I always wanted to play it. But it was ported to Windows, so it's not like trapped in the Xbox emulator.
Probably be a good playthrough. What is on ground buffer? What the fuck is that? Oh, I guess that's just the timing thing.
I figured they'd have something about Tom Clancy.
Nah, they don't give a shit about him.
Well, I want to read about why Tom Clancy has all these video games.
He's just an author that people decided to make video games out of his books.
But like even in the Splinter Cell page, the only thing it says is that it was endorsed by Tom Clancy. It wasn't even written by him. So how the fuck do you make a game?
It's his name just doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just a brand.
But it literally was before. Like is this the
so
first
weird.
one?
Really?
I think so. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Films, short films, video games. Oh no, Rainbow Six was the first. Wow. Rainbow Six was released on N64. Never knew that. I wonder if I could post shots from this and be like, I remade Siege in Unity.
Siege demake, PS1 style.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what this looks like. Like, it looks like Siege, but then...
Fuck.
Like, look at this picture. Doesn't this look like if you just had this picture and you were like, I made a Siege demake in the N64 style?
I could see that. Fucking hell. What if I set the max air jumps to 0? Nah, it doesn't care. I can still do it. Okay. Is that not the problem, or did I just not actually properly address the problem? So in jump, there's if is on ground adjusted. I'm just going to do on ground, I guess, and just see if that fixes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. What the fuck? What is this? God damn it.
Oh, does it have to have custom gravity rigid body on? Or do you have custom gravity off?
I don't think it does, because this is just a duplicate of the other one.
Wait, why do you have gravity source on?
That's just how it is. That's how it is on the other one.
Oh, I thought you were on your player.
Oh, I am.
Oh, what?
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea.
Mine isn't like that, I don't think.
Let me turn back on the old one, I guess.
Gravity source.
Oh, she'll still move, so okay. So yeah, she doesn't have the infinite jump problem. I feel like maybe I made this problem with the script like a really long time ago, but the animation thing just kind of fixed that problem.
Yeah, maybe.
Because she can't do the animation again while she's in the air.
Yeah. So you like created a different
Like a dumb
logic
fix.
gate somewhere.
I guess let me turn off gravity source and see if that affects her at all.
I don't think mine has gravity source.
I don't know why she has that on.
Yeah, mine doesn't.
Yeah,
Could it
I
have
don't know.
something to do with like the
She works
custom
fine without
gravity?
it.
Can she do her big burst thing? How did that work? Was it just a force applied?
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit, get up here. Come on. God damn it. Ugh. Yeah, it still works.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I should turn it off on first-person player as well. The capsule. Yeah, it still does it. It's probably double force because I think they're both doing it. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't really make sense that it would be gravity force, or gravity source, but...
Okay, I'm a little lost.
Yeah, the infinite jumps thing is weird.
I guess, I do have that on him, right? Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed this. I have a public void called reset air jumps. Do you have that? At the very bottom for me. I don't know why. I don't remember ever putting that in, but...
No, I think I remember when you put that in, actually. I think that was on the jump pad. Remember we made a bounce pad,
yeah,
and I think you set that up so that you could do a double jump again after you land on it.
Right. That's just for me. Okay. I mean, it's essentially the same. I feel like it's the same thing as the desired jump, but it's about the phase instead of the desired jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
God damn. Jump trigger. Maybe, I mean, this might be a dumb roundabout way of doing this, but maybe if I just call jump trigger when space is hit. That's kind of how I did it with the animations. I don't think that'll really change anything, but... So then it would just be if desired jump trigger.
Could it have to do with the steps since last jumps? Did you look at that?
I should have it print that. Yeah, that's a good point. Let me, after I do this. Oh, now I can't jump at all.
Oh.
So, oh, well, I guess. Oh, wait. No, it shouldn't be if desired jump. It should be if get input down. That's why there was no jump happening. Yep, doesn't matter. Okay, let's undo all that. So I should have it print... What is it called? Steps since last jumps?
Yeah.
Will you have yours print too, just so we see what it looks like?
Yeah, although where it prints I feel like matters. Because it gets set to 1 at the begin, or it adds it adds 1 to it at the beginning of update state, and then immediately sets it to 0 if a certain thing is
It
true.
seems to be working. Well, I've never seen it. Hold on. If I spam it enough, maybe I can make it hit 0. Well, actually, no. I've never seen it hit 0.
This chunk, I think, makes... Oh, okay. I think this chunk could be a crucial part. If check climbing or on ground or swimming or snap to ground or steep contacts, then step since last grounded is 0, and step since last jump or jump face set is equal to 0.
Mine seems to be working properly because it's just incrementing indefinitely, and then when I jump, it resets back down. But I never saw it hit 0. The lowest I saw it go was 0. It may just be going too fast for the debug log or something, though.
Update might be the wrong place for it, though, because you maybe do it like, because you do update state at the beginning of fixed update, and update state is where it gets changed.
Okay. Can we find that line on mine? Where was that?
The which bit, fixed update or
The like super dense if statement that had like a bunch of ifs and ors in it.
It's update state.
Update
I think
state.
update state is the thing that we need to work on, because that's what decides your jumping steps.
I could just get rid of all this shit too. Actually, I'm just gonna Control Z like everything I've done in the last like bit here. This has all been trash. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Okay, update state. I tried to make it so that I always did a comment whenever I changed from the defaults. So I don't see any changes here, but...
It looks different from mine. It looks like you have some extra stuff.
I think the spacing is just different, because I don't...
Oh, yeah.
You do that.
Well, like my my connection, the like kinematic connection state thing, my stuff is at the end, and yours is at the beginning, but it's an if, so I think it should be okay.
Yeah, what are we talking about? This?
You remember? No, at the that first if statement in
Oh.
your update state about, you know, when you jump on a moving platform.
Yeah.
Mine is at the end.
I'll try moving it, I suppose. Can't hurt.
It could make a difference, but also you're not interacting with any, like they're not really causing a problem.
But jump phase is getting reset. Like, that is working properly. It's just the logic of limiting me from doing another jump. Because you can see the jump state does increment, and then when I land, it resets back to 0. So
Yeah.
the logic issue is in the incrementing. It shouldn't allow it to increment that much.
If desired jump is true, then desired jump is false, and then jump. That is right, I think. Like you're...
Is it just on ground in this if statement and jump?
In jump? Yeah.
It's just else if on ground?
If on ground. Oh, yeah, if on ground.
Oh, well, actually, you have if on ground first.
Yeah.
And I have submergence first. I guess that might be a problem.
I don't even have submergence in this.
You didn't do submergence?
I guess I didn't add water jumps or something.
It's the same thing as on ground, which is weird. Oh, that was for me. That was a personal thing. That was so you could jump out of
Okay.
water. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I remember,
So I
but
will
I didn't
move
have
this.
issues with water. But that would make sense. No, never mind, never mind. Would- Should be fine, because Elsif is like pretty.
I
It's
think
not that
this
strict.
is the suspect here. I think it's this chunk. If max air jumps is greater than 0 and jump phase is less than or equal to max air jumps. So maybe is max air jumps the issue? Is that not getting like read properly or something?
Maybe.
Maybe I'll print that out real quick.
Oh, maybe. I think I think mine was just an empty. I was trying to think how that would even. No, it's not. Never mind.
Yeah, okay, so that's just staying static at 1. That's not changing at all. So max air jump seems to be working properly. And that's an else if, right? In jump? That's after
Yeah.
on ground submergence and on steep. So the idea here is you're not on the ground, you're not submerged. Maybe submergence is an issue here. I'm gonna comment out the submergence bit. Oh, it was submergence. Wow.
So was it that you were it was acting as if you were submerged? Maybe that's what it was. Like
Yeah.
you were able to jump infinitely in the water, which you should be able to do if you're like underwater.
I guess so, yeah.
That's weird. If submergence. Oh, I see. Because it's an else if. So it said, oh, submergence is less than 1. So don't do the rest of it. We did this. Because the rest is else.
Oh, yeah. So, should this just be an if at the beginning? Just detach it from the else completely?
I guess that probably would be fine, yeah. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Nice.
Good find. Okay.
Okay.
So how did
What song
you?
is that?
Okay.
What is that though? Is that banjo or donkey?
I think it's Donkey. Yeah, that's a Kirkhopeism.
What?
Okay.
Oh, right. I thought you said Kirkhope.
I did.
Like one Kirkhope?
Grant Kirkhope.
Oh. Okay. His name is Kirkhope. For some reason in my head his name was Kirkhope.
Kirkpoke.
Kirkhope? Like Bob Hope?
Grant Kirkhope. Fuck.
Okay.
I think it.
I'm not good with voice actor names.
Now I don't remember.
Never
I only
mind.
remember Grant because he was on Game Grumps and he's really funny.
Oh.
And then I followed him on Twitter, so like I'm just a Grant fan now. I think it's Grant Kirkhope. Yeah.
What about? Oh, I found out Tom Clancy made the company.
Ubisoft.
No, Ubisoft was like the developer, but they made like he made a video game company, I guess, that's separate.
So Tom Clancy actually did have something to do with video games at some point in his life?
Yeah, he wanted to make Rainbow Six.
That's honestly so surprising to me.
Yeah.
I always thought he was just like a pure author who was being taken advantage of.
Red Storm Entertainment, founded by author Tom Clancy. So it was probably his like publishing company or something.
Okay, so how do I go? Do I have to make a new camera now that's a child of this, basically?
Wait, for what?
For it to be first person, because now I'm still using the main camera.
Yeah.
So now I need to... I should also
So
remove everything in Moving Sphere about, like, moving relative to your camera, right? Because it doesn't work like
I
that in
didn't
first
do that.
person.
I think it was okay.
Okay.
But maybe it might be my specific setup. I guess yours is the
I
same
think
setup.
I
So
think we could eventually remove player input space completely, because in first person, your player input space is always your forward. Like, I guess we'll see. We'll mess with it. So
yeah.
should I create a new camera as a child of first person player? Is that what you did?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where my camera thing. Yeah, I just put that camera as like I just set the camera to where I wanted it to look, and then you put it in. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. I think I may not have this right. I may not have like a working thing after all. Does this, if I turn this off, does this fuck up? Oh, it kind of does. Okay, so I forgot. I commented some stuff out of another script that I had made because you have to be able to turn the camera like like not relative to your rotation, I guess would be the way. It's like the here, I'll just find the video. Third person. Maybe I could even just find the picture that shows it.
Okay, I can move in first person right now at least,
Right.
but I can't rotate the camera. I gotta disable the old camera too here. Actually, can't I make like a new scene or something like in the same project file?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
You you just go to assets, and I think you have a scenes folder already that's like default with projects.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you just make a new scene. Create scene.
How can I like bring something from one scene to the other? Just copy and paste it or something?
Yeah, I think the idea of like the assets folder is that you can put it all in one, but I think you can just do that. Yeah. Cool.
Cuz I don't want to have to worry about
Mm-hmm.
the other items. Does this still work?
So let me look at this movement script real quick.
Why is my acceleration all different now though? Did it reset all my moving sphere stuff?
I don't know. Right.
Oh,
So
it's because I have double gravity now, I think.
originally I had a script called simple movement that was just meant to, just simply move. And I also in that had mouse look so that I could turn the camera with my mouse. And I put that on, but then I took out all the movement stuff from it. So it's really just this mouse look script. So I could send you this script and you can cut some stuff out if you want, because I don't think all of it matters.
Well, I figured... Does that mean you're not using any of the moving sphere stuff?
I am. I still am. It's purely to turn the camera with the mouse.
Okay. So yeah, I guess send me that
shit.
script.
No. No. Text file.
Well,
Actually, I could drop the CS in it. I've never tried this. If I can drop a CS file from the assets folder into Discord,
probably could, right?
bet you can.
Well, I've been learning GitHub related to this class.
Oh, good.
There it goes. So I think we're going to end up using that a lot.
Cool. That's good.
So this is, I'm going to rename this, I think.
Yeah.
So it's just
Really,
simple
all
camera
you need
movement,
is that
basically.
last... Yeah. If you can see in, like, awake, it only has an awake and then a fixed update, and fixed update just references update mouse look.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Some of this, though, relates to the laser. Because I had to have the laser, like, point towards the center of the screen, you know?
So you're saying I could remove all of this shit?
You can... Well, look at mouse update, I guess. Or mouse look. Everything that's not in that.
So this is all I really need right now?
Yeah, I mean, I can just... I think...
Because I got a bunch of errors from that script.
Oh, wait. Does this... Let me make sure this isn't completely...
I'm just going to try to do that. Just delete everything.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this was... Originally, I hated this because it was stupid. It was all a script designed to work around Unity's built-in character controller, which is, like, nothing essentially wrong with that, but it's not what I wanted at all. I thought it was purely, like, we just move things, you know, cat-like style. But this was, like, you're just, like, picking up the right values to send to the character controller, and it hurt the frame rate, like, way too much. So I brought in moving sphere, which you would think is a more complicated script, but it's not at all.
That's good. What is mouse smooth?
I'm pretty sure what that does is it takes the mouse data and let me just read it. It was the problem I think was like the mouse position would be like constantly changing like a tiny bit, so it would like mess up your camera a little bit.
Why is it?
I did
what the fuck?
follow a tutorial for that, but I only see your...
Oh, move smooth time and mouse smooth time are two separate things. Okay.
Oh.
I fucked that up.
I'm trying to find that tutorial, but I'm not sure which one it was. Oh. Great.
Where did we get the camera? Oh, there we go. Transform player camera. And then you just plug that in, I'm assuming. Plug in the first person camera.
Yeah.
And you put this on the camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which isn't super smart.
So shouldn't it just get itself?
Yeah, it probably should. Maybe maybe I didn't put it on the camera. No, I put it on the player.
Okay. So I'll add that simple camera movement.
This is
make
the
camera
the
movement
video I
like
found.
that.
Or this is the one that I followed along with.
Oh, it's working.
Nice. If you click, it should lock your mouse, unless you remove that.
I think I moved that. I think I removed that.
It's
Oh, I'm flying.
Oh, is your character behind you? Where's your...
Yeah, it is moving the character. If I go into scene view, you can see him here.
Why?
Why is he flying? I guess I unchecked use gravity. Isn't that... What? Oh, maybe it's because I don't have a gravity source. I didn't make a gravity source.
Oh, maybe you put a gravity source on your character to do that?
Well, no, it's because I'm in a new scene.
Oh, right, right.
So in this scene, there's a big ass, yeah, this big gravity source. I gotta put that in here. Um, should be the same thing, right?
I just saw a really interesting video on like first person
Yeah, there we go.
point of view camera. It looked like it was more focused on like meant to replicate like a GoPro, you know?
This isn't right.
Yeah, why can
Boom,
you
boom.
fly?
Oh no, I fixed the flying.
Oh, okay.
That was the gravity source. But I'm like, look, I'm like bouncing off of the steps. It was not supposed to
Yeah.
behave that way. Yeah, the snapping is just not working anymore. Is that like overwriting my old movement system or something? Right, because it's only affecting the camera, right? Is any of this affecting the movement of the player?
No, that's why I was originally like, oh shit, is this bad? But I removed that amount of, or that stuff.
I guess I'll just
You could
undo that real
probably,
quick.
you could probably remove the smooth time, or the move smooth.
Okay, that's not related to that. Maybe, are these set to the right tags? Oh, they're not tagged. But still the snapping wasn't working, but whatever. So shouldn't this be like... Oh, never mind. The layers are right, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that is still right.
Is it maybe like move it around with the scene view open as well?
Oh, wrong world.
I think if you press F in scene view, it'll make the camera go right to the character.
Oh, whoops.
Or whatever you have selected.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you can like select it from the hierarchy.
I mean, that's working. It's just the snapping that's a problem. Wait.
I guess what I mean is like, is it possible that it was doing this in third person and you couldn't tell?
No, look how you just fly over edges. Yeah. The snapping is just not working at all anymore. What? That feels like there's no correlation there. What the fuck did I do? Maybe I fucked it up while I was trying to fix the jump.
Well, to be fair, I don't think my snapping works either. I tried to make a ramp for myself and I stopped, but let me...
Well, do that while I'm looking over the changes I did in FPS moving. So all I actually have to do is change the if, the else, and submergence. Get rid of that. So I could just Control Z to the very beginning of moving sphere and start over again. I think I'll do that. Okay. So I do a debug log. I update the child, the snapping.
Yeah, snapping does seem to work for me.
I guess I moved that. I don't know if that's necessary. Okay, yeah, I didn't really change that much, actually. Maybe it's not getting this properly. Parent transform get child 2. Should be parent transform get child 0, 1, 2. Oh, it should be child 3 now, because I added the camera. That's what happened, I think.
Could you, because I've never used get child before, could you
yeah, it's
do like
now.
a serialized field of a game object and reference that the same way, or does get child do something different?
I think I could do the same thing. Yeah, I think it was just a convenience thing.
Yeah.
I thought it'd just be more convenient to just grab the thing directly. There we go.
I forgot that the projectiles don't have custom gravity rigid body on. So they just fly around with their particle effects on. I could jump.
This is kind of fun. Being in first person. Let me get that bit. What's the bit of code that does the hiding the cursor?
It's in awake.
If not cursor lock.
Yeah. If not cursor lock, then but also you have to make a cursor lock
Okay.
Boolean, I think. I don't know where it is though. Oh yeah, it's a
serialized field.
Serialized field, so you could choose not to have it on. Although for some reason, I think that you could do it backwards. Every time
Or it's
that I've
on
ever
by
done
default.
or if you do if cursor lock instead of if not cursor lock. Because every time I do it, it works the opposite of the way I thought it would.
That didn't work. I'm still missing something. Well, in fixed update, you have update mouse. Oh yeah, that is that. It works for you. You're sure your mouse cursor disappears?
Yep. Then I press escape, and it gives it back to me.
And that just happens when you left click?
Yeah.
You left click anywhere or specifically in the game window?
In the game window.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work.
Did you press play after you put it in?
Try.
Because it isn't awake, so it won't work until...
Yeah.
It just occurred to me that I can see your cursor. I always thought you couldn't see cursors on Discord.
Oh yeah, that's kind of nice.
You can see mine?
Yeah.
That is good.
Okay, so I just have else not... no, I'm sorry. I have if not cursor lock state. Is it... Did you flip it to false in your...
Oh yeah, I probably did.
Let me try. I'll just put it to false in there.
Yeah, it's set to false.
Okay, that's probably the thing.
Yeah,
then.
that's why I said you can do the opposite, because it doesn't... Logically, it doesn't seem like it's...
Oh, it still
correct.
doesn't... Damn it. Did I save?
Maybe... Are you using all the right... Yeah, you are. Player camera... Cursor's part of Unity Engine, and you're using that.
Oh, it works now. What the fuck?
Okay.
I had to turn it off and then turn it back on in the editor.
Oh.
Weird.
Awake.
Climbing kind of feels good. First person still. So
Yeah,
I
but
always
can't-
said I feel like first person is almost like 3D easy mode.
Mm.
I feel like everything's so much easier in first person. Not that it's like challengeless, but like
Yeah.
just the amount of shit we had to go through to get third person feeling good.
Yeah, because with first person, you hide like more than 180 degrees of the view at
Yeah.
any time. I guess that's kind of true, and no, it's the same. A camera's the same in third person. But,
I think
like,
it's harder in third person because you have
Yeah,
to take into
I mean-
account like the camera clipping into the player and like clipping
Yeah.
into the environment.
With this, yeah, it's not. With third person, it's like you're doing a camera relative to a thing, whereas first person, you're
It's just
like,
glued on
walking
your
around.
head, yeah.
You're walking around as the camera, basically. So that you don't have to have like this camera AI.
So we're at an hour 30 here. If you want to do a long one, we could try to implement like hands right now. or we could just call it here because I would call a like I think this is a win. I feel like
Yeah.
we're roughly on par with each other right now.
Yeah, I think we have a very similar
I just don't
controller.
have a thing in front of my guy's screen.
Yeah, and mine is mine is very janky. I think
Actually,
we're good for tonight because I think hands are gonna be.
well, I was
I don't know
thinking I
anything
could
about
just use
animation,
the
so
hands that those hands that I sent you, the hand.fbx. Just
yeah,
take that in Blender, slap it in like in this kind of pose, duplicate it, and then just glue that in front of my character. That way I have something floating in front of me.
yeah,
If we could do like a baby version of it,
yeah. I mean, that's pretty much. I had the same feeling where I was like, I want to put something in
So let's
front.
just do that. I'll say like 15 minutes max. And then if we go more than 15 minutes, I'll call it.
I That's weird. The first time ever I've clipped through the ground in this game.
Hmm.
Wonder why. I bet it's snapping. I bet money it's snapping. But I actually have a problem with the climbing right now that I've never experienced before. That I think has to do maybe with camera projection or something.
When did I send you the hand FBX?
Long ago.
I thought it was more
Probably
recent.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks. I
Where,
have this
did I
thing with
send it in general or work? I don't. Damn.
uh
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, sorry.
Actually, I kind of like this. Maybe because I've played Naraka and I really like Naraka's climbing system.
Yeah, this kind of
Naraka's,
works. I feel like we could use this. That could be in the game and be just
yeah.
fine.
But look at this. I'm not changing my inputs or anything once I'm on the wall. I'm just pressing forward.
And it doesn't work.
But if I press diagonal, it does work. And then I press forward again and it does it and then it slows down.
Let me try that.
And I think it has to do with the camera angle.
Well, that's not happening to me.
Yeah, and it wasn't happening to me earlier. So I don't know what I did to
This is
affect
kind
it,
of a
but
weird climbing system, but I feel like it feels kind of good still in first person,
yeah.
where it's like universal controls almost, where like down is down. Because I almost
Yeah,
expected to be
exactly.
like hold up and then you look down while holding up and you'll climb down that way.
Hmm.
That's how I would kind of expect it to work. But in practice, like this feels kind of okay.
Yeah,
It
I
kind of
like it a lot.
works.
That's what I've been like. It's fun with a gun because you it feels like smart to climb halfway up a wall, then go around a corner, and then like bah, 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 bah. I never played Titanfall 2, but
You'd
I
like it.
imagine there's some of that, and I guess I haven't played too many or haven't seen too many like Spider-Man shooters, where you get
Titanfall is very up that alley.
yeah.
I love me some Titanfall. Titanfall 2, I haven't played it myself, but I know it has like a really good story mode. Because the first Titanfall didn't have a story mode like at all. And then they answered it by making just like one of the best first person story campaigns like ever for the sequel. But yeah, I gotta play that myself still. Okay, I'm gonna. Where the fuck are those hands, man? I guess I'll just rip them off of one of my existing models here. Maybe shit, characters. Did I like masculinize the hands at all? Maybe I should take Fridge Guy's hands. What are his hands like?
I found someone on Sketchfab selling a bunch of hand models, but they did it all wireframe, and every one of them is like under 1,000 poly, so you can see the edge flow perfectly. So I started to just like copy one that I thought like I like this one. This is like the hand I'm trying to make.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah, but then in the end, I was just like, I've made this before. Like, I think that's what's annoying is once you make like 4 sets of hands on your own at different times, it just becomes like frustrating.
I think Fridge Guy's hands will work. I'll take these.
I've had the Weekend song, Blinding Lights.
Is that ba 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 ba?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I I haven't actually like I don't know that song that well, but I heard there's a version on YouTube called Arabic version, and I was just listening to that all morning. It's so good.
I feel like I can hear that already. I
Yeah,
could see the through line.
but it has like a sitar sound instead
So
of the like
boom, bing,
synth,
boom,
so
bing,
it goes like
boom, boom,
bing,
boom.
bow, ba-da-now, now, now. Yeah, and then the whole song, like the lyrics are changed to just be about loving God.
That's good. Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at
Done.
That's so sick. That looks so cool. That's like exactly what I had in my brain.
Yeah.
Shit, why does it... Why do the normals get flipped? What the fuck?
That is weird.
What?
Oh, because you mirrored it. Did you do duplicate?
Hold on. I did...
You did a linked duplicate, I think.
I said Shift D.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's because I did Mirror X Global. Should I do like Flip or something instead?
Oh, do it in edit mode, not object mode.
Uh... Uh...
Mirror vertices.
Now I... What the fuck? Why? I guess I just flip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can join these? Yep, okay. Now I'll set the origin to geometry. Yeah. But yeah, I really want the Skyrim hands. That's so funny to me. Where the hands are just hanging there awkwardly. Because like in Skyrim, it's because you're doing magic or something. But I feel like not a lot of games do that, where your hands are just like hanging there and are just in the way.
I'm very much in line with that. Like pool time that's how I was thinking.
Oh my god, we should put dynamic bones on the hands.
Yeah, I mean, the pool time idea for me was that you had the hands in front, and then they had like a floppiness that pointed towards your wherever you were looking, like alt looking.
Okay. I didn't... that's probably why I'm thinking that. There's a lot of times where just like ideas you've had just become a part of how I think of games, you know?
Well, I didn't come up with that either.
Well,
I'm
no,
sure.
but I just mean
Yeah.
like a lot of the times I don't realize where the idea came from. I just like remember the idea.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah, I mean that's every idea, I think.
So now I forgot I shouldn't delete this, so I don't have to redo all the weight painting. So I should keep that.
Characters with prosthetic left arm.
Snake, right? Punish Snake or Venom Snake?
Well, I was thinking about this.
Or is that his
How,
right
like,
arm?
I don't know anything about Snake, to be honest.
Well, I
I don't
mean,
know.
that
Like, about
sentence in
Metal
and of
Gear.
itself
Yeah.
kind of shows that, because there's like 15 snakes.
But yeah, I get what the rocket punch.
Yeah.
I remember in as soon as I started Sekiro, and I was like, that was the only thing in Sekiro that I was like, why? Like,
Why is he an amputee?
I guess. And it's not even because that's the thing. It's like a complicated issue or like a complicated like feeling for me where like I have no problem with it in and of like I have no problem with prosthetics, of course. I have no problem with amputees, of course. But I had felt like at that moment when I had played it that I had seen so many games where the main character had, or not even games, I felt like I had seen so many things where like the hero has one arm like replaced or something. But I couldn't think of them, you know? But I realized that it was because I had just watched all of Ash versus Evil Dead,
Oh yeah.
and that's him. That's his.
Wait, what is this? Do you see this like dotted line with a little ball down here?
That's the origin.
Why is it like that? Can I change it?
Yeah, if you do Control A, you could
Oh, apply
set the
transforms.
just apply location. Set to
Should it be
zero.
like on it? Why is it like?
Yeah, it's up to you. Like if you go in edit mode for the armature, move the armature around. You see, if you have it there, then it, you know,
What? It's still going to the hand.
is there another bone there or something? Oh, it's because that is also a child. So like you have the meta rig object, which has its location at zero now because you set it to zero, but it was over a little
I'll
bit to
undo
the right.
that.
Well, it was just over to the right a little bit. Like when you originally made the mesh, you know, or made the rig,
Yeah.
it was set to zero or somewhere. Like it wasn't, you know, at the origin of the arm. That's where it was. So what you can do is
I think I want to just delete this little dot. Like I don't know why this is. It's just like
so
weird.
yeah, you could do object, I think. Go to the object thing up at the top, set origin, and then origin to geometry.
Ah, yeah. Perfect.
The darker the setting, I'm on the artificial limbs thing for TV tropes. The darker the setting, the more likely cyber bits are to cause loss of humanity of some sort. Oh, you know what? Cyberpunk, I think, was another one that had come out, like, that was on my mind at the time.
I don't. I guess you kind of yeah. Your whole body is that, so I guess
Uh,
I'm sure. I'm sure there's some robot bits.
it's probably a Marvel thing, too. It feels like it's a Marvel thing, but I can't think of any. There's no mainstream heroes that are really like that, except. Oh, what's his name? Isn't, the Winter Soldier like that?
Oh yeah, Bucky.
That's what it was. That's who I'm thinking of.
He cool.
Yeah. That's the thing. I felt like it was I when I saw it, I felt like it was cheap. And like it was the easiest way to make someone look cool is to just like robot arm. That always does look cool.
Should I make this guy a amputee?
Yeah. Doesn't does Arnold Schwarzenegger no, doesn't the Terminator have a robot arm at some point?
I think.
I know he is a robot, but like at some point he gets it like ripped off or something, right?
Probably. I think there's also the
Yep.
Johnny
Left arm.
Silverhand in Cyberpunk. That's what I was thinking
Oh,
of.
that's who I must was thinking of. Yeah.
So I think the player probably does have robot arms too, but Johnny Silverhand is like, oh, look at my robot arm.
Yeah. It's his left arm.
I haven't really seen Terminator, honestly.
Terminator's awesome. I realized like 4 game ideas I have are just
Terminator.
like well no, they're like Nemesis is behind you basically the whole time. Like they're just Dead by Daylight killers. Like the plot of games that I have is that like you have a game and then on top of it you have a Dead by Daylight killer behind you. And
That's always
I I,
fun though.
I was reading about Nemesis though, the original game called Nemesis.
Hmm.
The and it said that they based Nemesis on the Terminator. It was all
Hey.
about like the idea that because the Terminator, that is the movie. It's that there's a really big guy and he's not that fast, but he knows how to do like anything. Like he can ride a motorcycle. So it's like you have to run. Like it's not like a zombie where you can kind of stay at a brisk pace or whatever. And yeah, those movies are good.
I remember the guys were talking about doing a marathon, and I was somewhat down, but there was also, I was like, not as excited because it was like hot off of the Harry Potter marathon.
Oh right.
So I was like, I don't know if I want to go right back into another one.
Terminator would be a good one to marathon because there's a lot of movies. They like kept making movies after, and the ones
Yeah, I know
that
they
I've
get
seen,
weird. Like there's like a lot of weird shit.
yeah, I mean the first one is like a crazy person. Like you could make the whole movie at the end of Terminator, you could be like, oh, he was crazy. He was just a crazy guy. He's not from the future. Like no one's from the future. What are you talking
I
about?
thought he like
And then
explodes and you like see his fucking skin and is like a robot.
yeah, but even then, you could say he just was imagining that or whatever. You know, like the movie could
Oh,
be about a crazy guy who thinks he's a robot.
yeah, okay.
That's what the whole from the future.
I've
Like there
heard
are
of a good
people in the
amount of
real
people
world.
saying that number two is like the best one.
Yeah, I think that has more action. That's like
And I have it's kind of like with Harry Potter where like actually no, it was even less than Harry Potter. I'd seen a lot of them, but like Terminator, you know, you get a good amount of it through just like osmosis. Like I've seen a good handful of the scenes from it just in other
yeah,
contexts. And I think I have watched them just when I was really young and I like don't remember them at all.
they're on TV a lot. Or they were at least when we were kids.
Where did this fucking
Oh, you can get a
there it is.
Terminator arm on Etsy? Oh, you can get the STL files and 3D print them. This is cool though. This is a you know that guy Master Xeon on YouTube, the guy who does the hard ops
No.
on in Blender. The that looks great.
How do I pin this camera so it like doesn't go away again?
I forget. I always look it up.
Shouldn't like,
Pin
why isn't there just a
camera.
pin
I
button?
know there should be.
Well, that's such a pain. Game object camera.
That's why I couldn't figure it out, and I would just put the game object on or the game screen on top of the scene screen. You know.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll just make a game. I'll just move the game tab down here. Yeah, there we go. This is funny. This is so funny. Look at
Great character.
the scene view. Oh, that's so good. I need to fix that, but so I guess they
I
need to
think if
be
you just make
a
yeah
child of the
children.
camera.
Yeah, the gun is a child of the camera on mine.
Yeah. Okay, that was just a misstep.
It is very funny to see someone with hands for like seeing the Skyrim thing for real. You know, like when
Yeah.
you play Skyrim, you can only imagine that he's got his hands up because you can see it from your perspective, but like how silly it would be from someone else's.
I'm
And this
having a
is
hard
just like,
time settling on where to put them. I guess right there is
Well,
probably
field of
good.
view matters so much.
That's true. Yeah. Well, we're gonna probably do that camera layers thing, right?
Yeah, if we can figure it out.
I would hope we can do that. So
I
I should
only
make it a
know about
child of
like
the
the
camera.
logic to do that and not how to do it. Part of this too is like the from what I've seen, you can have like a camera you can have a camera
Hi.
empty. This should
Hi.
be you should just make this guy a VR chat character.
Just hands.
Yeah, just have
Okay.
the hands be child of
How
the
hard do you
camera.
think it would be to add dynamic bones to this right now, to end the stream on? Like
Not
it,
hard.
I
Did it
really want
already.
to do that. I think that would be
Yeah,
so
I did it in
funny.
like 10 minutes. You just drag the dynamic bone script on the bone. That's it.
Okay. Well, don't I have to like sign into your account and download the dynamic bone thing
Oh, I
again?
thought you were still on my account.
Am
For me,
I?
it's very easy because it's in my account assets.
Well,
But
is it just a script? It's just a script you can just put on an object. That's it.
yeah, but I don't know if you can edit it or
Well,
copy
it
it,
should be. I should have it then, because I do have a project file where I've signed it on your account.
Oh, okay.
So it should be in that project file, right?
Maybe.
Go
They
Unity,
changed
avatars,
the way the store works, so I don't totally know.
assets.
It might not be in your assets. It might be part of like
Dynamic
the
bone.
project asset. Nice.
Okay, so I'm just gonna drag the whole dynamic bone script into here, or folder into here. Hopefully that works. I love dynamic bones, dude. We have to use that.
Yeah, it's amazing how well it works.
Okay, so now I just add.
Dynamic bone on the. Oh, do you have a rig in there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, you have to do it on the bone. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the like the leaf bone at the end.
Well, should I just do it on the meta rig itself?
No, that'll shake the whole rig.
Is that a bad
You want it
thing?
on like the end of the chain so that it'll go from like
I thought we'd
one
do the
end to
base
the
of
other.
it, and it does like everything above it.
It does, but if you do the tip, then it'll do everything behind it in a more natural way.
Okay. Well, does that mean I have to do one on each fingertip?
Maybe just do like wherever it's like the hands, you know. You could do it on each fingertip, but
So yeah, maybe we just do it on the hand.
yeah.
It's not a bad idea. Hand, okay. Oh, this is left hand and then left hand one. It didn't get named properly when I flipped it. Damn it. I should have just symmetrized it. Whatever. So then I just go dynamic bone, like that.
Yeah, I think
And then
it should.
I have to do root as well, right?
Yeah, and then you
meta rig.
you specify the root is the bottom of the arm.
So meta rig or left arm?
No, like the base of the arm.
Oh, so okay, way down there.
Well, wherever you want it to like rotate around, you know. Wherever the root of
So
the
I'll do left
jiggliness is.
forearm one for now. Or just whatever. And will it work now? I guess
It
I'll just
should.
find out.
Yep.
Yes! Yes!
Yep.
That's amazing! Oh, that's more than I expected. That's so much better than I expected. Oh, dynamic bones are so good.
Yeah, I mean, this. If you could make an empty VR chat character that just has hands that float around its eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna make it a little bit stiffer, I guess. Yeah, a little more stiffness. Elasticity is. Yeah, so let's
That's how
bring
much
that
it
up.
stretches, and damping is how long it like flips around.
I'm gonna make it a little bit less crazy.
Oh, you only did it on
He's-
one.
That's a
You
jello
see the
hand.
comparison.
Hello. Hello. I don't really like. I think the damping is something I don't like there. No, maybe not. Maybe it's the
No, it's the
elasticity.
stiffness. Oh yeah.
That's better. It's a little better. That's so cool.
Bye bye. Yeah, I think you gotta make a bye bye screen with this guy.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. I love this. That was so easy. That's an amazing plugin.
Well worth the $20.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's $20.
And we're like allowed to use this however we want, right?
Yeah,
It's like an open license.
pretty sure.
Look at this when you run, how the hand goes. I want to get that right hand feeling a little bit better. This inert. I just don't like it. It's like clicking. You see what I mean? The right hand is like snapping.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's like a setting that's just a little off.
Update mode.
I remember like changing this made it look like it was like underwater. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh yeah. It like updates slow, but then like the actual physics doesn't change. It's just like the numbers that it needs to like smooth towards.
That one's so cool. Wow. Unity is free. Unity and Blender are both free. Okay, let's bring that back up. What else can I change here? I just want that to feel a little bit better. See, I don't like how bouncy it is. I think, so that's the elasticity, I'm guessing. Whoa.
I think elasticity is how much it can stretch away from its original shape. It also could be the roots, because I don't think you have any. I think if you had
This is getting more in line with what I want.
yeah, that does look good.
I don't want his hands to be like breaking, but this looks pretty good actually. I feel like that's it actually. I just gotta copy the settings onto the other hand.
Yeah, I like when you twist, the whole hand goes like.
Paste component values. Paste component values. Oh wait, I have to update the root though. Hi. Hi there. That's so good. That's so good. Oh.
It's so funny to imagine someone's arms like all the way down at their legs when they look down, and then when they look up, it's like way above.
So good. I've never seen a game do this. This is like, I've never seen a game that looked like this when you were playing.
Yeah.
This would be such a funny perspective. Ooh, and then my idea was when you grab something. Oh. Whoa.
Oh, that makes it look really cool. That like makes it apparent that you're switching, you know? More than
That's a
just color
complete
switch.
accident.
That looks great. That feels like an animation made for this game, you know? It feels like that's a static
It's
animation.
so free. We just got this delivered to us.
That's how you fucking do it.
You just feeling all over Feelies. So we got to fix that.
IK. I think you
Oh,
have
that would be
dynamic bone
IK.
colliders.
Look how funny this looks. Break something.
Right now, dynamic bone is kind of IK, but it doesn't take collision into account. It just like has an
Oh wait,
invisible air.
I think I can make something a collider though, can't I?
Yeah, you have a dynamic bone collider
So
script
if I
going.
just put that on a physics object, what if I just apply that to
Maybe.
this?
I thought dynamic bone collider would be on the person, so like hair doesn't go through a body or whatever.
Yeah, that is how it works generally, but like, maybe
Yeah, this
we
might
bend the
work.
rules a little bit. But dynamic bone collider base. How do you use this? I've used this before. I just got to remember.
One is the bone. I think one acts like a bone.
I remember one of them is like a list though. Oh, that's right. It becomes like a
You
sphere.
oh. Huh.
Oh, never mind. The list is on the dynamic bone.
Mm-hmm.
You have to add every single collider that's going to be affecting it.
That's yeah. I guess you could write a script that does that.
Does it have to be a sphere though? That doesn't
Yeah,
quite
I mean
feel right.
it's meant to be a just like a non-area for the bone.
Oh, well, I think you could do this. Hold on. I think if you like duplicate them, yeah, I could make a box out of these. Oh, I remember. You're supposed to make it apparent. You're supposed to make an empty underneath it and then apply the script to that.
Mm.
Copy component. Remove component. Paste component as new. Now I can do that. This is all coming back to me.
You drove for DoorDash, right?
Yeah.
Did you get that thing about there was like a lawsuit of some kind?
Yeah.
Did you like sign up for that or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't know what that's about, but
I looked into it a little bit, and it is like a real thing. But I think you have to just put in your like your email. But then it said if a claim is more than $600, so like if I were to receive $600 from it, then there would be taxes on it if I didn't put in my social security number. Which I think, like, I read a couple different things on Reddit, and everyone was saying that's like how it works.
so that is like
But
normal.
yeah, but I just didn't put in my social security number anyway, and they still took it.
I don't
And if it
remember if
is,
I did or not.
yeah, I just got a bunch of texts from them not a bunch, but I got a text and an email last night, so I just did it.
I feel like I remember it being like it creates a line between these or something. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I remember it was a cylinder. That's what it was. It creates
Oh,
a cylinder between these two circles.
right.
So I just realized I'm doing this wrong.
Oh, and you would do. Oh, it probably does a cylinder between bone collider and collider base, I bet.
So I think I would have to make one like at each corner, kind of. Let me just see if this does anything. Oh no, I have to add it to the list.
I mean, I feel like what you're describing though is it is IK, like having a
Oh
bone move
yeah,
out of the way of rigid bodies.
I didn't mean to phrase it as if I was like correcting you or something.
Oh no, I just mean like this might be outside the realm of dynamic bone.
Oh, okay. There we go. Colliders. And then I drag in this box.
For $90, they have something called Final IK that is frequently bought with dynamic bone.
Maybe it goes like over the top of dynamic bone or something.
This is VR. Wow. Okay. So this is the thing of like your controller controls where the hand is, and then IK says where your arms are and the rest of your body, like based on where your hands are.
This isn't a necessity anyways, because it doesn't have to necessarily do this. Just would be kind of fun. Okay, now I lock, grab the box, grab the empty, slap it in there.
This does look good though.
Let's see if it reacts to that at all.
This video is like
it is. Look at it.
Live arena. Oh, nice. So it's reacting to that collider circle.
Yeah, so it's not quite right because it's just a circle there. But if I got that working, covering the whole box, that would totally work. It's not working on the right hand though. Oh wait, I didn't actually drag it in there. What the fuck? There we go.
So they added VR IK recently, but look at this video. They're at this like live shooter arena with VR.
I want to go to one of those so bad. Those big like VR like warehouses. Those look crazy. I still gotta be so weird that'd be like running into people and shit.
Oh, but he's playing. This is a single player thing, I guess. I was under the impression there's people in this.
I think the dynamic bones could be scaled down a little bit still.
It might just be like the getting the right root bone and
yeah.
bone.
I'm very glad we took the extra time. That was really worth it. That's so funny. That's so much better than I expected it to be. I feel like I was putting the dynamic bone thing as a joke originally, but now I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die on this hill. This has to be in the game we make. This has to be what Swallowed Whole looks like. That's so funny. Because
you just gotta have like animations that put the hands forward and back, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say this, and then I got distracted by how funny this all was. But I was I want to have a thing where you can like pick up props and move it around, obviously. And I was thinking if there's just an animation where like your hands are like this, and then they're just in a fist as if you're grabbing something, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like out, and then the thing is just parented to it. So I feel like the dynamic bone would have to turn off then, because that would look stupid if the thing you're holding is like your fist is flopping around. But
maybe
whatever.
Some sort of script that just like sets dynamic bone onto whatever's active, or like not active, but like what you define as like. I was thinking if you had like a thing where it was a dynamic bone setting on your arms, because your arms are like your active thing at the time, and then if you pick something up, your arms go stiff, and the thing in your hand gets all floppy.
You just transfer your floppiness to stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be an interesting script, like dynamically setting dynamic bone onto stuff.
Man, I'm so happy that we did all this VR chat shit.
Yeah.
That made it so much easier just now. Like, that would have been a whole process of its own, being like, all right, well, we got to learn dynamic bone now. That made it all worth it. The fact that it works it works in sync with all this new shit that we've been learning. A lot of it has felt like it's been two separate things, you know? It was like, I was just learning Unity to do VR chat, and now it's like, oh, I'm using Unity for game dev. It's two different things, but like, I love seeing those overlaps.
This might be something I would consider. I guess it's $90 and it's based on seats, so maybe not. But
seats?
Yeah, like based on the.
My internet just dropped out.
Thing for it.
Sorry, my internet dropped out for a second there.
Oh, it's probably just like they limit they do a better job of like limiting how many people get to use it, you know? Because this is a bigger company, Root Motion, but they have this like it's a ragdoll thing and then an animation system in the ragdoll, so you can ragdoll a character and have animations playing. They have something called muscle space instead of bone space. Oh, active ragdoll is for $40, and that's
Yeah, we need to play with ragdolls. That's been so overdue. I feel like that's been something that people learn so quick usually. So yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a intuitive way to make a collider just a box by default.
yeah.
So I think I may need to kind of rig it up here to just have a bunch of cylinders. But that's going to be demanding, right? And I just realized I'm going to have to say every single rigid
it's not
body.
really worth
I'm going to
it.
have to manually list it in the dynamic bone colliders list. So
Yeah.
fuck that. It's fine. I'll just have it overlay on top. So yeah, we'll do the layers thing where the hands always appear on top, you know?
Mhm.
So it won't matter. It doesn't need to interact with stuff. Woo, woo, woo,
Damn it.
woo.
I'm so stupid. I really wanted a
We are
tutorial
not
on
worthy.
how to make like a fluid first person animation, you know, where it looks like uh where you could do like IK, I guess is what I'm thinking of. So I thought like, or I saw a video that was like best point of view camera, and it's just fucking a GoPro. It's not it's not a Unity tutorial at all.
You got to be specific.
You can't just say camera. You have to always have to put Unity at the end. There was like a month where, like when I first started using Unity, where I would always type in UE4 at the end of any question I had.
Me too. That adjustment period was a little rough. So I'm gonna stiffen up the hands a little bit, maybe. What hand am I doing? It's the left hand, I guess. I'll see. I'm gonna try to tighten it up a tiny bit. It's still a little bit too floppy, but
I bet if you took the elasticity all the way to 0, it might look. Oh no.
Oh wait, I meant to turn the stiffness up. Elasticity is like how quickly it returns to its default position, it looks like.
Yeah.
So low elasticity is like flowy, and then high elasticity is like springy.
That makes sense.
That looks good.
Yeah.
A little bit stiffer, maybe? No. It looks like meat. I think that actually, the right hand right now looks really good. Because it still has some flop to it, but it's not so much that it looks like jello. Like this looks like a hand.
Mm.
And it's not doing that weird clipping thing. I don't know, the left hand is the funnier hand. It's like, do you want the funny hand or do you want the slightly more realistic hand?
What if you set stiffness to be like relative to your health? So when you're hurt, you're all floppy.
So if I bring stiffness just down really low. Oh, that didn't affect it how I thought it would. I guess it would have to be stiffness and elasticity. Yeah. Well, not that low.
I'm beat up pretty bad.
Oh. Damn it, I had the setting. Hold on. Okay. For now, I'm just going to copy these values real quick. I'm going to make sure I like canonize those. Because that's the best look I've had so far, I think. Uh-oh, what the fuck? What have I
You
done?
did you yeah, I thought I just didn't understand, but you did paste as new value on the one that you were trying to canonize.
Shit, wait, what?
You replaced like you did all the steps and then you did paste as new value on it.
Well, don't I? Because I did it in play mode.
Oh, okay, so maybe.
Oh, that's because I didn't update the
Oh,
root. Yeah. And then you still have the funny flop, flop, flop,
yeah.
flop, flop. I feel like that's the noise it makes. Flop, flop.
It's like
And then when he eats, he just goes like his hands go like every time he munches something.
so yeah, this is a double win.
Hi. Hi. I gotta implement a wave. That's gotta be easy as fuck, right?
Yeah.
I could probably do it right now. I don't mean like implement it. I mean, hold on. You'll see what I mean. If I go like, oh no, I can't do it.
You can change the pivot at the top where it says center and global.
Hi. Hi. That's good. Man, making video games is cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna record this and send this in the Discord for our group because this is too funny.
Oh my God, imagine I just thought of this. And it could be a fun jam for
His
us.
hands do not pop out at all in this environment, though. They blend in way too bad.
Once I have hands that I like for myself, it would be cool to do like a jutsu animation jam.
But it's all
And but then
dynamic
you turn the
bones.
then you put dynamic bone on it, you know.
Yes. I mean, were you saying that's far off?
I mean not super far off, just purely like I wanted to want to make my own hands first.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
guess
say
what I meant is like
I don't
once
think
we're
that's too far off, right? That's
no, once we're at the point of I guess if we start moving into like animation jams, you know, once that becomes the bulk of our work.
you're so small. He's so small. I didn't realize how short he is.
Yeah, could you put Julia in the scene at the same time?
Oh yeah. Here. Oh wait.
Oh no, different scene.
Maybe
That's fine.
if I just
I
copy
didn't
and
really
paste her
have
in
any
here,
idea.
she might work. I'm gonna try to just copy and paste. I won't go any further than that. Yeah. Hi. I can put some dynamic bones on her hair, or yeah, that's really it, honestly. Oh, the fucking shoulder pads, but that's gonna give me
Yeah.
PTSD. This is the funniest guy. Okay, I'm gonna try to make him a little bit taller, I guess, and then that's the last thing we're doing. Unless you have anything you want to do.
Oh, I'm tired now.
So, let's move feet down to actually where his feet are. We'll move the camera up to where his head would be, like up here. See if that's easy to do. Oh, yeah.
That's so funny. He's so much funnier when he's tall.
I love this. I love it. Oh. Oh, there needs to be a climbing. I just realized, like.
Oh, that is its own thing, huh?
Well, I can make a. I already did that. I made a third-person climbing animation, so
Yeah.
it would just be the same fist animation as the grab, but then I'd also need to have like a thing
Mhm.
on top of that. And then we need to implement picking up stuff. That's gonna be funny. Just holding objects and like throwing them around. That's been missing. I can still do this though. Poof, 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 poof.
Yeah, I noticed Scorpion implemented picking things up in his
I did it
project.
in Unreal and it wasn't that hard. So that should be a
Yeah.
pretty simple thing. But yeah, I think that'll be our next jam then, right? We're just going to keep working with first person stuff.
Yeah.
Because now we are on the same page. We both have a first person controller that feels good, and we have a thing in front of it. We just need to make animations for that thing. In your
Yeah,
case, it's a gun. In
exactly.
my case, it's hands. And it's actually good that we're split up like this because, you know, obviously we're going to eventually do both. But
Mhm.
I think it'll be. Or, I mean, are you going to just make your own hands?
I think I mean I just keep having problems with what like I can't draw, you know. So I can't put down exactly what I'm thinking. But then every time I try and do what's in my head and it does not look right, and then I look up how do you do hands and I go, "Oh, that's why." But then I go on the Moop chord and see everyone's doing the thing that I was thinking, but 10 times better.
So
Where
there's
it's
it's
like,
just like this constant back and forth of like, do I trust my
yeah,
gut or do I go
yeah,
with
or like,
like
what
established
am I
shit?
even thinking of? You know, I'm like, what do I? Yeah, I don't know
I
what
could get
to.
that. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Specifically, the problem is I feel like I always want to make the fingers equal length, which is not how hands are, you know.
Yeah.
But then when I see there, I've seen multiple versions of like the equal length finger hands that I love, and I'd be like, if I made that, I'd be incredibly happy with myself. And I see so much of that work on the Moop chord, but it's never like it's always like the opposite of the anatomy. I think is the idea is like it's cartoonish, so you don't have to make all the fingers different. In fact, there's like there is a great way to make it look with where they're all equal, but I don't have that cartoon sensibility.
Yeah. Well, I think honestly, your best bet is probably just to continue working with your gut until you make your gut look good. You know what I mean? I feel like that's gonna make a
Yeah,
better
that's
end
the
product
truth.
than like adhering to common knowledge.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, there's also some parts of like melding our aesthetics a little bit. But I would imagine some games are gonna have more your look and more my look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we do still have distinct looks, despite that we're trying to keep them aligned. You know?
Yeah. I think I will go back and try and do the I go like every day basically. I start on the hands, I
I
get the
keep seeing you
palm.
hop in Blender, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, and then
No,
yeah.
I get to the tips of the fingers and I go, "Nope. This is way wrong." Cuz I just can't I don't see it when I'm making it. But I think I was more comfortable modeling when I was practicing drawing. So I feel like I just need to keep doing it.
I'm just trying to add a bunch of random shit in the scene so that when I send that GIF to my group, it'll be funnier. It's oh shit, I broke the guitar. Oh god, oh I'm sorry. Oh, I was just trying to get your order, sir. Oh shit, I broke the guitar again. Oh, there goes the barrel. Just this clumsy fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh. Everything needs to be breaking one hit for that bit to be funny. I think. Can't I? Didn't I put that? Oh yeah, it's on the object. I think I can on the capsule put like a one-shot script, or it'll just break everything. Yeah, I prop buster, and then I check one shot. And now I should just break everything in one hit. I think that's how it works. Oh no.
Jutsu animation could be really fun.
I'm so down for that.
Like, that would be very funny. Like, we could play it up if we wanted for the stream.
Just try to
But
make like a crazy one.
Yeah, I guess we're just like, I don't know. There's like a lot of angles I feel like you could go with that. Is what I'm thinking. But also, they put all the poses like in line, you know. So I feel like
So
you're
would
just
we be making up
posing.
one, or would we be like picking our favorite jutsu?
Well, what it looks like is it's all based on these shapes that are all horoscope related. So I think we would make our own. But there's one, two, three. Yeah, if we just made these poses first and then animated between them.
Yeah, that would just, we have the keyframes already done.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just gonna set
Monkey.
everything's key hit points to be 0. That's the real fix.
Monkey. Dragon.
Yeah, I remember they like
Rat.
it is. They kind of dropped that after a little bit. I feel like they didn't make it. I feel like they stopped making it about the jutsu anymore, and it just became like a thing you have to do before you become a magic. Whereas like in the Land of Waves arc, it was like, holy shit! Look how many hand waves how many fucking signs they wove to do that ability, you know. Whereas now it's just like, look at that ability.
What is ice style? Oh, this is a holy shit, someone has a deviant art of all their... Are these real ones? I don't know if they're real or not. Some of them seem real. I'm just gonna search ice style white whale jutsu. Oh, it is a thing. Must have been filler, because I don't remember this at all. Oh, is this from a movie, actually? Kind of looks like a...
Yes, sir, I'll get your order right now. Oh, God, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to break your chair. Oh, your chair is... Oh, God, I broke the chair. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me get through here. Sorry. Sorry. Fucking idiot.
It is from the movie.
Which movie?
Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow.
I only watch like half the movies, I think. I haven't watched any One Piece movies. I should probably do that. The chair has like a lot of force when it blows up.
I watched like the Shippuden one.
Yeah, I watched more of the Shippuden movies. I don't think I watched any of the Part 1 movies. Okay, I'm gonna record a GIF for the Discord real quick, and then I guess we're good.
Oh, this is a good song. Not even. I mean, this is a good video. I mean, but the song, like,
what is it?
oh, this is a good video. It's from 2010.
Do you want to just play us out with that?
No, we can't. It's very, very
copywritten.
It's American Idiot. American Idiot is blasting.
Why?
That's what's so funny about it. Is it immediately starts da 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 da. It is just like a PowerPoint, but this guy explains it. So maybe we could watch this with edited. I'll put this in the YouTube downloader.
So I wonder if, do you think we could
audio so we could watch it for that video or for that stream?
Do you think it would be possible for us to recreate a song so well that we get copyright striked for it?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's possible.
To do like the melody so spot on.
Just like from a person?
Well, like if we hooked up instruments, maybe. Like if you plugged in like a bass to it, and it was like a very bass-driven song or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know what, because um, I always thought about if you slowed down a song, could DMCA find it? If you did a chopped and screwed version where everyone's voices are low
I
and it's
feel
like
like
half
probably.
speed. But because I looked up, are you familiar with DJ Screw or chopped and screwed music at all?
No.
Do you get what I mean by that? It's basically a remix style where they slow it down and they make the voices like deep.
Oh, kind of like vaporwave.
Kind of, yeah. It's a different, it's before, and it's not really like it's hip hop.
Okay.
Like that would be the main difference. But I found there's a bunch of remixes of songs that are chopped and screwed, and they're all so funny when you put them back up to regular speed in YouTube. You go 2 times speed on
So
because
there's more
they all sound
distortions
like,
than just the speed. Is that kind of the idea?
yeah. I don't know what it checks for, you know. At the end of the day, like I remember I saw what was it? It was a cover of a Breaking Benjamin song, and the guy who made the cover on YouTube, his version was DMCA-able. Like YouTube put that in their algorithm.
Huh.
So if all it means is that you just have to take your video's audio and upload it to Spotify and pay their fee, like if that's all it means to YouTube to be like this is a song,
Does
because
this look
really
better, you think?
I feel like that has less of a that's less silly.
It's less
I think that
obtrusive, though. The other one I
yeah,
realized was kind of
that's what I
blocking the
mean.
screen a lot.
I felt like that's what was the maybe it's just the palms up is what's funny, but I thought the
Maybe I could, like... What if I do that, and but then I also, like, angle the palms up a little bit more?
oh I see.
Oh, wait. Can I not do that?
Oh, dynamic bone probably stops it.
That's kind of... Why wouldn't it let me do, like, small adjustments? It's kind of annoying. I suppose I could just do it in Blender, but... That would have been convenient. Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
well.
think dynamic bone is meant to be for hair and stuff at the end of the day. Like you're meant to animate its roots instead of its pieces.
But yeah, I meant kind of like that, I guess.
Hmm.
Because I do agree the palms up is funny, but it needs to be a little bit... Whoa. It needs to be a little bit lower and out of screen, I think. And I feel like putting them directed forward like that a little bit is kind of one way to fix it. Oh yeah, I turned off the dynamic bone.
My jutsu allows you to sever part of your soul, letting you to take control of the target temporarily.
Is this his OC jutsu he just made up?
Yeah, this is now you need you to name your jutsu and the translate from English to Japanese. Example, soul split jutsu is the same as Tanashi Benretsu no Jutsu, which I feel like they probably just would have a better word for it
Yeah,
than the
that's probably Google
translation of soul
Translate.
split.
Because he's
Then
doing it
decide the type of
backwards.
jutsu.
It would be
Yeah,
named in
it's the
Japanese
little
first.
kid. Ningen Tai Kin Do or Keki Genkai. Example ninjutsu.
I would just make a straight ninjutsu that anyone could use.
The alien nation. Decide which element. Yeah, this is all backwards. He's like not
How are you going to name it before you have the element?
you come up with the name and then you yeah, I mean he's got it.
He's
He's
got the
not
spirit.
pretending that he's in the Naruto world. He's just saying this is how you come up with anything. And these are the parts of a jutsu that you have to come up with. So if anyone asks what your jutsu is, now make the seal by making a series of hand signs.
Just any?
Yeah. So this
No.
truly is this is how to make like scene kids think you're in, or how to prove that you're into Naruto.
But you're fucking don't the
Now
hand
figure out the
signs
percent of the chakra you
tie
use
to the
when
element?
performing. No, you just come up with the idea first. Next, determine the requirements to use the jutsu.
Death.
He's doing the exact same steps as the author of Naruto is for coming up with a jutsu. That's what it is. He's like, how do you... Oh! My last resort. He switched the songs. Suffocation, no breathing.
That song is so cursed to me.
Put my life into pieces. Finally, make a weakness. Yeah, he's just
He's
like,
got
how
it.
do you write Naruto fan fiction? Like, if you were to come up with new jutsus. We'll definitely rewatch that though.
Yeah, I think that is. We could honestly just open with that, but maybe if we could find like a distorted version of the songs or something.
Let's say, well, I'll probably just like equalize it really bad, so there's like all the frequencies are fucked up. But I could just put a different song over as well. Before we leave, we'll say goodbye, and then I'm gonna play us out to see if this chopped and screwed version gets cut.
Of Last Resort?
No, of
American Idiot?
what's it called? No, oh, maybe I should just look up American Idiot chopped and screwed. I doubt that's gonna get it cut. Don't wanna be an American. This is slowed down. Oh. Wanna be an American. Yeah, it sounds like metal. Yeah.
Sounds like metal to me.
Let me turn it up, or turn up the speed, though. Alright. Well, this is just a DMCA test.
Well, wait. So you're gonna play the slowed down American Idiot at 2x speed?
Yes.
So aren't you just playing American Idiot?
No, it's pitched down as well.
Oh.
It's low voices.
Okay.
And even if then, it'll just mute this section of the VOD.
Is your audio going? Can I hear it?
No, I'm doing that now. Okay. Good night. What's that other one?